Imagine standing on the edge of the unknown, the storm raging around you, every step a fight for survival. In that moment, your choices decide everything: your strength, your courage, your future. Will you freeze or rise and conquer? Life doesn't wait for the prepared, it tests the fearless. Every challenge, every obstacle is a chance to survive, adapt, and conquer. Today, we'll uncover life lessons that push limits, ignite inner strength, and transform struggles into triumphs. Get ready to unlock the power within you. Fear is one of the most powerful forces in life, capable of freezing us in place or pushing us to heights we never imagined. It's easy to see fear as an enemy, something to avoid or overcome, but in reality, fear is a guide, a signal that we are on the edge of growth. Every time we face a situation that makes our heart race, that sends a jolt of adrenaline through our body, it is an opportunity to step beyond what we believe are our limits. The instinct to retreat is natural, but those who rise above it discover a deeper reservoir of strength, one that reveals itself only when we refuse to run. When you embrace fear rather than shrink from it, you begin to see life differently. Challenges that once seemed impossible become stepping stones. That voice inside your head telling you you can't transforms into a challenge. Can you prove it wrong? Every moment of doubt is a test, and every moment of courage is a victory. You start to understand that fear is not a wall, but a doorway. The threshold between comfort and growth, between stagnation and achievement. Standing in that doorway may feel uncomfortable, even terrifying, but stepping through it is the only way to truly expand your limits. Fear also sharpens awareness. When you are afraid, every sense becomes heightened, every decision more crucial. It forces you to focus, to pay attention to the details you might normally overlook, and to trust yourself in ways that calm, easy moments never demand. This heightened state is where instincts thrive, where split-second decisions can save you or transform a challenge into an opportunity. By leaning into fear rather than avoiding it, you learn to trust yourself, to listen to the quiet yet powerful inner voice that guides you when the world is uncertain. Facing fear repeatedly changes your mindset. The more you confront it, the less power it holds over you. A challenge that once paralyzed you becomes a puzzle to solve, a storm to weather. You start to see that life is full of tests, and the courage to face them is what separates those who survive from those who thrive. Each victory over fear builds confidence, but more importantly, it builds resilience. The understanding that no matter what comes your way, you can endure, adapt, and rise. Fear is not a signal to stop. It is a signal to move forward with intention and purpose. It reminds us that growth is never comfortable, that success is forged in moments of tension and uncertainty. By embracing fear, you cultivate boldness, a willingness to take risks that others shy away from. You begin to understand that courage is not the absence of fear, but the determination to act in spite of it. The more you lean into fear, the more opportunities you uncover, and the more you realize that the life you want exists just beyond the edge of what frightens you most. Ultimately, embracing fear transforms the way you experience the world. It allows you to see challenges as invitations, danger as a teacher, and uncertainty as a space for growth. When fear is no longer something to hide from, it becomes a tool, a compass pointing toward the experiences that will make you stronger, wiser, and more capable. In this way, fear is not a weakness to eliminate, but a force to harness. Those who learn to welcome it, who step into the storm rather than flee, discover a power within themselves they never knew existed, a power that allows them to survive, adapt, and conquer every obstacle life places in their path. Life is constantly changing, and those who cling to rigid plans or fixed ideas often find themselves struggling to keep up. The ability to adapt is one of the most important skills a person can develop, not just to survive, but to thrive. Adaptation is not about giving up or compromising your values. It is about understanding the reality around you and adjusting your actions, mindset, and strategies to fit that reality. The world will throw unexpected challenges your way, and it's not the strongest or smartest who succeed, but those who can bend without breaking, pivot when necessary, and embrace change as a constant companion. To adapt means to stay aware, to read situations with clarity, and to respond rather than react. It requires humility, the recognition that you don't have all the answers, and that flexibility is a sign of strength, not weakness. When faced with obstacles, An adaptable person asks, what can I learn from this? How can I adjust my approach? Instead of resisting circumstances, they find ways to work with them, to turn potential setbacks into opportunities for growth. This mindset transforms challenges from threats into catalysts for progress, and it ensures that even when life takes unexpected turns, you remain on course toward your goals. Adaptation is also about resilience in action. It is the understanding that circumstances rarely go exactly as planned, and that success often depends on your ability to pivot quickly. When a strategy fails, those who are adaptable don't waste time dwelling on disappointment. They evaluate, adjust, and move forward. Each challenge becomes a lesson in agility, teaching you not only how to survive the current situation, but how to prepare for the next one. This constant practice of adjustment builds confidence, reinforces problem-solving skills, and strengthens the inner belief that you can handle whatever life throws at you. The power of adaptation also lies in creativity. When familiar paths are blocked, new solutions emerge. By letting go of rigid thinking, you open yourself to possibilities that were invisible before. You start to see alternative routes, unexpected alliances, and innovative approaches that others miss. Life rewards those who are willing to experiment, to try new things, and to embrace the unknown. Adaptation, therefore, is not just a survival skill. It is a tool for uncovering hidden opportunities and for transforming obstacles into stepping stones towards success. Furthermore, adapting requires courage. Change is uncomfortable, and stepping into the unknown is often frightening. But courage is the bridge between what is and what could be. Every time you choose to adapt rather than resist, you strengthen your ability to face uncertainty with confidence. You begin to see that flexibility is not just about reacting to external events. It's about taking control of your path, making deliberate choices, and creating momentum even when conditions are unfavorable. The ability to adapt empowers you to navigate life's storms without being swept away, to stay focused even in chaos, and to emerge stronger and more capable than before. Ultimately, those who master adaptation discover a profound truth. Life does not bend to fit their plans, but they can bend to fit life. This mindset transforms challenges into opportunities, setbacks into lessons, and uncertainty into possibility. Adaptation allows you to maintain momentum, to stay resilient in the face of adversity, and to turn every situation into a chance for growth. It is the key that separates those who merely survive from those who conquer. By embracing change, adjusting to circumstances, and staying flexible in body, mind, and spirit, you position yourself not just to endure life, but to thrive in it, no matter what obstacles appear on your path. Obstacles are an inevitable part of life. No matter how prepared you are, challenges will appear. Sometimes small, sometimes overwhelming. It's easy to feel defeated, to question your path, and to wonder if the struggle is worth it. But perseverance is what separates those who reach their goals from those who fall short. True strength isn't measured by the absence of difficulty. It's measured by your ability to keep moving forward despite it. Each step you take, even when it feels impossible, is a victory in itself. Every time you refuse to give up, you build a foundation of resilience that carries you through the toughest storms. Perseverance is more than stubbornness. It's a conscious choice to push through pain, doubt, and fear. Life will test your patience, your courage, and your commitment, often in ways that feel relentless. But the key is to focus not on the obstacles themselves, but on the path forward. Even when progress seems slow. Even when success feels out of reach, continuing to move, continuing to act, creates momentum. Small actions repeated consistently become monumental achievements. The person who perseveres doesn't wait for conditions to be perfect. They create their own conditions for progress through unwavering effort and determination. Challenges often come in cycles, sometimes testing you in ways you never expected. Each failure can feel like a setback, but those who persevere understand that failure is not the end. It's a lesson, a guide, and a stepping stone. Every time you rise after a fall, you gain knowledge, experience, and confidence. These experiences shape you into someone capable of facing even greater challenges in the future. Perseverance transforms obstacles from threats into opportunities, teaching you that endurance is a skill, one that can be strengthened with every trial you overcome. The power of perseverance also lies in its ability to build character. It teaches patience, humility, and determination. It instills a mindset that refuses to be swayed by temporary discomfort or discouragement. The journey may be long, the night's dark, and the path uncertain, but every step taken with resolve strengthens your inner armor. You begin to understand that true growth comes not from avoiding difficulties, but from confronting them head on. The more you persevere, the more unshakable your confidence becomes, and the more prepared you are for whatever life throws next. Perseverance requires both mental and emotional endurance. It demands that you silence the inner voice that urges you to quit and replace it with a louder, more determined one that says, keep going. It asks for courage to continue when the easy path is tempting, for faith in your abilities when the world seems against you, and for discipline to maintain focus when distractions abound. This combination of resilience, courage, and discipline becomes a powerful force that propels you forward, no matter the circumstances. Ultimately, perseverance is the bridge between failure and success. It allows you to weather storms, to rise after setbacks, and to transform struggles into victories. Life will always present obstacles, but those who refuse to quit discover that the impossible is often only a step away from reality. By committing to push forward, no matter how difficult the journey, you cultivate a mindset that ensures not just survival, but triumph. Every challenge faced, every difficulty endured, every step taken with persistence is proof that you are capable of more than you ever imagined, and that nothing can stop the person who refuses to give up. Instinct is a remarkable force within us, often guiding us in ways that logic and reasoning cannot. It is the quiet, persistent voice that nudges you toward the right choice, even when circumstances are confusing or uncertain. Many people ignore this inner guidance, relying solely on analysis or external advice. But the truth is, your instincts have been honed through every experience, every challenge, and every lesson learned. Trusting that inner voice is not a gamble. It is tapping into a deep well of knowledge that exists within you. A knowledge shaped by both your past and your untapped potential. Listening to your instincts requires courage, especially when the path they suggest is unfamiliar or risky. Instincts often push you beyond comfort zones toward decisions that feel uncertain or even frightening. Yet, those who act on their instincts discover that this internal compass rarely leads them astray. It helps you navigate complexity, anticipate danger, and seize opportunities that might otherwise go unnoticed. Every time you act on instinct, you reinforce your confidence in your own judgment, creating a cycle where intuition and action strengthen each other. Instincts also sharpen perception. When faced with uncertainty, your mind may be clouded by doubt or overthinking, but your instincts cut through the noise. They highlight what truly matters, directing attention to what is essential in the moment. By paying attention to subtle cues, the tone of a voice, the energy of a room, or the feeling in your gut, you develop a heightened awareness that enhances decision-making. This is not about acting impulsively. It is about trusting the wisdom that your mind and body have quietly accumulated over time. Instincts are the bridge between experience and action, allowing you to respond quickly and effectively when circumstances demand it. Acting on instinct also builds resilience. Life is unpredictable, and those who rely solely on careful planning may falter when situations deviate from expectations. Instinct, however, thrives in uncertainty. It allows you to make split-second decisions, adapt to shifting circumstances, and navigate challenges with confidence. The more you listen to and trust your instincts, the more you develop the ability to act decisively in high-pressure situations. This decisiveness becomes a powerful tool, giving you the strength to face challenges head-on rather than being paralyzed by indecision. Furthermore, trusting your instincts strengthens self-belief. Each time you act on that inner guidance and succeed, it reinforces the understanding that you are capable of making the right choices, even when outcomes are uncertain. Acting in alignment with your instincts builds a sense of authority over your own life. It creates a mindset where you no longer wait for validation from others, but instead move forward with confidence and clarity, knowing that you have the tools within yourself to navigate whatever comes your way. Ultimately, instincts are not just a survival tool, they are a guide to living fully, courageously, and intentionally. They encourage you to step into challenges, seize opportunities, and trust in your own ability to handle whatever life presents. By learning to listen to and act on your instincts, you cultivate a sense of inner power and clarity that allows you to navigate uncertainty with confidence. When you trust yourself in this way, you transform every challenge into a chance to grow, every risk into an opportunity, and every moment of doubt into a stepping stone toward your highest potential. Discipline is the quiet force that shapes destiny, the invisible engine driving success even when motivation fades. It is not about grand gestures or occasional bursts of effort. It is about consistency, the small choices repeated every day that compound into extraordinary results. Discipline transforms dreams into tangible outcomes, turning intentions into action. Without it, talent and ambition are wasted energy, like sparks that never ignite a flame. With it, even the most daunting goals become achievable because progress is built one deliberate step at a time. The power of discipline lies in its ability to create structure amidst chaos. Life is unpredictable, filled with distractions, setbacks, and temptations that can pull us off course. Discipline keeps you grounded, ensuring that every action aligns with your long-term vision. It teaches patience, the understanding that meaningful results rarely appear overnight, and that success is forged through sustained effort rather than fleeting inspiration. By embracing discipline, you cultivate the habit of showing up even when circumstances are difficult or motivation is low, and this habit becomes the foundation for consistent growth and achievement. Discipline also builds resilience. When you commit to a routine, a goal, or a standard, you train your mind to push past discomfort, ignore excuses, and persevere through challenges. Each day that you choose to act with intention, even when it's inconvenient or exhausting, strengthens your ability to endure future hardships. You learn that setbacks are temporary, that challenges are opportunities to reinforce your commitment, and that progress is not defined by perfection but by persistence. The disciplined person does not wait for favorable conditions. They create their own momentum regardless of the obstacles in their path. Moreover, discipline sharpens focus. In a world full of distractions, maintaining clarity of purpose is a superpower. Discipline allows you to prioritize what truly matters, to allocate energy and resources efficiently, and to avoid being swayed by impulses that detract from your goals. It transforms your intentions into tangible results by ensuring that every action, no matter how small, contributes to the bigger picture. Over time, this laser-focused approach compounds, creating exponential growth that others may overlook until the results become undeniable. Discipline is not about rigidity, it is about freedom. Ironically, the more disciplined you are, the more control you gain over your life. By establishing routines, habits, and consistent practices, you free yourself from chaos, indecision, and the whims of circumstance. You are no longer reactive, you are proactive, making deliberate choices that move you closer to your vision every day. This self-mastery breeds confidence, determination, and a sense of empowerment that can carry you through even the most challenging times. Ultimately, discipline is the bridge between desire and achievement. It turns fleeting motivation into sustainable progress, fleeting dreams into tangible results. Every action taken with intention, every moment of focus, and every repetition of positive habits strengthens your capacity to achieve greatness. Through discipline, you learn that success is not a matter of chance, but a matter of consistent effort, resilience, and self-mastery. By embracing discipline fully, you equip yourself with the tools to survive challenges, adapt to change, trust your instincts, and rise above obstacles, creating a life of purpose, power, and unstoppable momentum. Courage and compassion are two of the most powerful forces a person can cultivate. Courage pushes you to face the unknown, to take risks, and to stand strong when the world seems determined to push you down. Compassion, on the other hand, allows you to connect, to lift others as you rise, and to create an impact far greater than personal success alone. When combined, these qualities create a life of purpose, influence, and lasting achievement. True conquest is not measured solely by personal victories, but by the difference you make in the lives of others while pursuing your own goals. Courage is not the absence of fear, it is acting despite fear. It is choosing to move forward when the path is uncertain, when the outcome is unclear, and when doubt whispers that quitting would be easier. Every step taken with courage strengthens your resolve, builds confidence, and expands your capacity to face challenges. Courage allows you to embrace risk, seize opportunities, and confront obstacles head on rather than being paralyzed by indecision. It is the engine that drives growth, pushing you beyond comfort zones and into the realm of achievement where real transformation occurs. Compassion, meanwhile, gives purpose to that courage. It reminds you that success is not just about personal gain, but about creating value and uplifting those around you. When you act with compassion, you develop empathy, understanding, and the ability to inspire. You recognize that helping others navigate their challenges does not diminish your own progress, it amplifies it. Compassion turns achievements into legacies, victories into shared triumphs, and personal growth into a force that can impact communities, families, and even entire movements. The combination of courage and compassion creates a balance that fuels sustainable success. Courage without compassion can lead to recklessness, while compassion without courage can result in inaction. Together, they forge a mindset capable of tackling adversity with strength while remaining grounded in humanity. You learn to make difficult decisions with integrity, to act boldly while considering the consequences of your actions, and to pursue goals that are meaningful not just for yourself but for those around you. Leadership, influence, and lasting achievement all stem from this dual force. Those who lead with courage inspire others to face their own fears. Those who act with compassion create loyalty, trust, and connection. By embracing both, you cultivate an inner power that is both formidable and grounded, a combination that allows you to overcome obstacles, support others, and make choices that resonate far beyond immediate outcomes. Every challenge becomes an opportunity not only to test your bravery, but also to practice empathy, creating ripples of positive change that extend well beyond your immediate sphere. Ultimately, courage and compassion are the tools that allow you to rise above adversity while leaving a meaningful mark on the world. They transform personal success into shared victories, turning survival into leadership and triumph into legacy. By stepping forward with courage and acting with compassion, you unlock the potential to not only conquer your own challenges, but to elevate everyone around you. In this way, the life you build is not measured only by what you achieve, but by the strength, guidance, and inspiration you offer to others. A life that survives every storm, adapts to every change, and conquers every obstacle, leaving an enduring impact that cannot be erased.